Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the Rockingham Speedway in Rockingham, North Carolina, as we are ready to begin the 5th event of the season here in the Wawa Pro Series Season number 2. This is the Rockingham Sprint, 21 laps today, 62 laps a couple days from now, with the feature event and the Carolina 100K, but today we set the starting lineup for that feature event, 62 laps 2 days from now, a third of that here today, and we'll have to see how it all goes down. No pit stops in this race, of course, but this is one of those tracks where tire wear comes into effect very, very much, and these guys are definitely going to be slowing down later we get into the run. But been a while since we've had a race here. I mean, it's going to be a very common theme throughout a lot of the races this season. You know, a track that we haven't been to on the channel in well over a year, year and a half, in some cases 2 years. Great to be back here at the Rockingham Speedway, a 1.017 mile racetrack. We'll have to see how these drivers fare here today. Gary Corelli starts on the pole for this sprint race. He's the points leader coming into today's event. A 12-point lead, a whole race win worth of points already on the field. Trey Wright, Chase Buck, our last winner, Chase Buck there, also 12 points behind. And then 23 behind is Zachary Fitzwater, 24 behind is Seth Cole, Ashlyn Boyd, Fisher G, and Christopher Altheby. So Gary Corelli has lights out in the class of the field this season so far, and once again a great opportunity to gain even more points here today, and maybe even get a good starting position for the feature race a couple days from now. But we'll have to see. You know, one little mistake and could send him in the back of the field. We'll just have to see how it all goes down for Gary Corelli here at Rockingham. He is starting on the pole position there in the number 18 machine. Alongside him is Brendan Wilmington, who, even though went off in the carousel at Road America twice last time out, still grabbed the second fastest time in that feature event. So good opportunity for him to possibly turn his season around. Landon Smith Jr. there in the third position alongside Justin Zeidel. The last time we were here on the channel, Turkey Hill National Series, Justin Zeidel won at this racetrack. Ben Young and Brad Stover, teammates there at Trackhouse Racing. Jesse Turner starting in the 7th position alongside Christopher Altheby, and then you have Eric Monaco starting to the outside of Tyree Cartman there in row number 5. Right behind him, Trey Smith, Nicholas Samadillo, Seth Cole and Fisher G there as well, but odds are the winner of this sprint race is going to be coming from the top 5 positions, more than likely. Of course, the top 3 finishers in each sprint race receive championship points. And the fastest lap wins the pole for the feature event and also receives a championship point. So we'll have to see who gets it all done here today at Rockingham. Gary Corelli and Brendan Wilmington on the front row. We'll have to see who can get it done. Corelli has been the class of the field all season, and he's looking to extend this points lead even more. Pace car is going to pull off for Green Flag Racing here at the Rockingham Speedway. The Rockingham Sprint is underway in the Wawa Pro Series. And already Landon Smith Jr. is going to make sure Gary Corelli doesn't get away with anything today. He's going to take the lead right away from the 3rd starting position. Contact there and around. Tyree Cartman, Christopher Altheby, and more contact. Heavy hit right there between Hunter Braxton, Vlad Prescott, and Tyree Cartman is flipping in turn number 3. My goodness. That was a very violent accident there. Altheby torn up, Hunter Braxton, Trey Wright, Roberto Crown Jr., Vlad Prescott. That may have just been the biggest wreck we've had all season outside of Daytona. I'm trying to figure out the order here. Of course, with it being a sprint race, cautions are only 2 laps. The pace car lights will go off right here. You'll see the replay of that accident on the corner of your screen. Gary Corelli was officially in the 3rd position right there. And then Jesse Turner will be 4th. Brad Stover 5th. Brendan Wilmington, Nicholas Samadillo, Eric Monaco, Justin Zeidel, Alex in a row, Joey Hightower, Seth Cole. Everyone else catching back up here as we're coming to green. Landon Smith Jr., the race leader. He made that 3-wide move right at the start. Ben Young in 2nd. Corelli, Turner, and Stover, the top 5 here knocked out from that accident. Roberto Crown Jr., Vlad Prescott, Hunter Braxton, Tyree Cartman. Christopher Alphaby is still out there, same with Trey Wright. I think Zidell in the 47 got caught up in that one, but he may have actually kept it together for the most part. He was the one who actually hit that outside wall and then came back down. You see the damage to the left side of his car there, but you see what happened there on the corner of your screen. Very interesting incident, and hopefully that'll be the only incident we see here today. Back to racing in the Rockingham Sprint Lap 4 of 21. Landon Smith Jr. with a great jump. He's got a fast car. Here for Ryan Durrani Incorporated. Ben Young hoping to hold off Gary Corelli. All these guys hoping to hold off Gary Corelli. This number 18 is going to be a threat this entire season. Jesse Turner, though, won the championship last year. He would love to rebound his season. It's been a bit of a tough one. He's only got 5 points on the season, but looking for one here today. And for the race lead, Ben Young to the inside of Landon Smith Jr. Ben Young's going to take that away right there. Thomas Troxel now with the fastest lap here. With that wreck, that's going to really shake up the fastest lap. Because I think a lot of the guys in the back of the field now might have a bit of a cleaner racetrack to actually get a fast lap in. That's what happened right there. But this right here is the first full lap under speed for these guys. Imagine Ben Young's going to go to the top of the board. Nicholas Samadeo, Joey Hightower. They're all getting around Gary Corelli right now, which is exactly what this field wants to see. How about Samadeo there in fourth? That wreck cleared the field out for a lot of these guys, and because of that, we're seeing some new faces up front here. Jesse Turner and Nicholas Samadeo both looking very fast, but Ben Young also looking rather sporty in that 24 machine. See if any of the lap times change as they go around. A little bit of movement there, but Joey Hightower still the fastest, looking to win the pole for 2 straight races. He won the pole at Road America last time out as Samadeo, looking for his first points of the season. Goes to the inside of Jesse Turner for the 3rd position. How about Ryan Durrani Incorporated? They got both of their drivers inside the top 3, looking for points here today. Samadeo is quick. He is really quick. He started 12th in this race. He's now going for 2nd to the inside of his teammate, Landon Smith Jr. And he just took the fastest lap away from Joey Hightower as well. Samadeo might leave here today with 4 points if he can get around Ben Young. Jesse Turner there in 4th would love to get a point here, but he's right now out on the outside looking in. But Samadeo, this 57 is really quick. Got the boosters going on that Motel 6 machine. Right there on the back bumper of Ben Young here for this race lead. I don't think it's going to be long before Samadeo takes it away. But this is a slightly difficult place to make a pass. Very tight corners here at Rockingham, so you do have to work the momentum to your favor. Landon Smith Jr. is right back on the back bumper of his teammate. Kind of filed out here, and the tire wear is also going to start to come into effect as well for these guys. So that'll definitely play into effect here, and if Samadeo can get around Ben Young for this race lead. He might have the shot right here, though. Got a very good exit off of turn number 4, and he's going to peek to the inside for the race lead, but Ben Young going to arch it in way better. And especially as these tires wear out, you do want to arch it into the corner a lot more. You're on that inside lane, it's a little bit harder to get that arch to work to your favor. Jesse Turner there in the 4th position, right behind Landon Smith Jr. He might strike for that last point. We'll just have to see. Samadeo's going to try again. He might have a better opportunity this time. Ben Young's going to try, but I think Samadeo has the nose this time for the race lead. And they're side by side on lap 12 here at Rockingham, and Nicholas Samadeo looking for his first points of the season. He's got the fastest lap. We've yet to see a pole winner for a feature event win the sprint race as well this season. It'll be the first time the fastest lap and the race winner were the same driver in a sprint race if things stay the same. I think that fastest lap will stay the same. The tire wear has come into effect. That's going to open the door for Landon Smith Jr. And now Ryan Durrani Incorporated 1-2 here at Rockingham. That might open the door for Turner as well, getting stuck in that outside lane. Does not work out too well for some of these guys, but Ben Young will file into the 3rd position. Lap 14 of 21 here at the Rockingham Speedway. Now, in terms of that fastest lap, you're going to have a few guys who didn't even complete a lap. Mainly Hunter Braxton, Vlad Prescott, Tyree Cartman, and Roberto Crown Jr. Those 4 drivers will be placed in order at the back of the field by the starting position they had in this race. I'm not sure if it's already organized to that or not, but we will determine that for you once we get to the end of the race. Ben Young here looking on Landon Smith Jr. Not able to get it right there. These guys starting to spread out, but Nicholas Amadeo looking for his 22nd career win on the channel. It has been a while, and Nicholas Amadeo has not won a race yet this year. So this is a bit of an important win for him, because there are only now, if Amadeo wins this race, 2 drivers who have won in every year of competition on the channel. Zachary Fitzwater is the other one. Zachary Fitzwater won 2015 all the way through to this year. Of course, Fitzwater's won 6 races this year. Amadeo has won 2015 through 2021, but not this year quite yet. This could be that race win that keeps that streak alive, and it would be Amadeo and Fitzwater, the only 2 drivers who have won in every year of competition on the channel, the only 2 who have any active streak going on right now. It looks like, the only battle might be for third now, for the last point between Ben Young and Jesse Turner. Turner might have a shot here. He's so close, yet so far away. Turner, downside for him, is 13th quickest right now. Gary Corelli is 24th. Might see that points battle definitely close in. Corelli is just falling back in that 18 machine. He has not had any speed here today at Rockingham. 3 laps to go for Nicholas Amadeo in the 57 here in the Rockingham Sprint. Landon Smith Jr. there in second, and Ben Young in third. Those 3 drivers looking to receive championship points here today. Jesse Turner, though, looking to take that last point away from Ben Young. As the tires wear out, it's going to be harder and harder to do so, but we'll have to see if Turner can find a way around this 24. Ben Young actually closing in there on Landon Smith Jr. now. 2 to go for Amadeo in the 57. Looks like it's going to be a perfect sprint race for Nicholas Amadeo, winning the pole, winning the race. It'll be 4 points towards the championship. So his first points of the season coming here in this sprint race here today. That'll leave only 3 drivers who have yet to receive any championship points: Justin Zaidel, Roberto Crown Jr., and Jacob Walker. White flag in the Rockingham Sprint for Nicholas Amadeo. Could be a point swing between Ben Young and Landon Smith Jr. That 24 is closing in on the 73. Turner will not be close enough, only unless something drastic happens. Nicholas Amadeo is going to get his first win of 2022 on the channel. Mr. Edge is back in victory lane. Nicholas Amadeo wins the Rockingham Sprint. Landon Smith Jr. second, Ben Young in third. Amadeo will get 4 points as he also wins the pole for the feature. Landon Smith Jr. with 2 points, and Ben Young with that final point here in this sprint race. So it's Amadeo starting alongside Joey Hightower. And it's the 76 machine. Alexander Rowe, Ben Young, Jacob Walker in 5th. He might finally get some points this season. Thomas Troxel, Chase Buck, Zachary Fitzwater, Brad Stover, Eric Monaco, Landon Smith Jr., Trey Wright, Jesse Turner, 82 machine of Seth Cole, 89 of Fisher G, Brendan Wilmington, 67 machine of Ashlyn Boyd, 02 of Scott Upton, right? Am I right about that? Yes. I don't know why I'm forgetting who's in this series. 90 of Zach Winkle, 22 of Chris Reynolds, 95 machine of Ryan Madden, the 23 of William Brock, the 79 of Dylan Young, the 18 of Gary Corelli, 47 of Justin Zaidel, and the 10 of Christopher Alphaby. And then those final 2 rows, this is how they will line up for that. Let's see here. This might be a little bit harder than it seems. Actually, you know what? It's not going to be, because a lot of those guys started in the back of the field. It will be Tyreek Hartman, Hunter Braxton, Roberto Crown Jr., Vlad Prescott. That is how they will line up in the back of the field there for those guys. But Nicholas Amadeo wins the pole for the Rockingham Sprint. We had that one accident there, and you saw that in the corner of your screen, but yeah, not a good day for some of those guys there involved in that accident. Hopefully we have a cleaner race 2 days from now, and the Carolina 100K, Nicholas Samadia will be starting on the pole for that, looking for a clean sweep here, and he's got a good opportunity of doing so starting on the pole here at a place like this. But we had a lot of passing in this sprint race, and we'll probably have a lot of passing in the feature event as well for 62 laps, and we'll also have a cycle of pit stops, and that will definitely affect who gets the race victory in that one. But hey, congratulations to Nicholas Samadia for getting his first win of the season. You see the starting lineup there on the right-hand side of your screen. Here are the point standings after the 5th sprint race of the season. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Hers Dash Series and the next day for the Wawa Pro Series here from the Rockingham Speedway. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys later.